Ness has made a dramatic return to the world of gold mining in the highly anticipated Season 14 of the popular Discovery Channel series, Gold Rush. After taking a little over a year away from the industry and closing down his Yukon mine, Ness is back with hopes of turning his fortunes around. However, his absence was marked by a tumultuous period in his life that he describes as hitting rock bottom. Ness's journey into despair began when he tragically lost his mother, followed by a financial downturn that wiped away the earnings he had accumulated over more than a decade in the mining business. This series of setbacks sent him spiraling into a deep depression, leading him to turn to drugs as a means of coping with the pain. In his quest to recover from this dark period, Ness took the drastic step of selling his late mother's house, with the hope of rebuilding his life and career with the support of his friend Brian Z. Zerba. It's worth noting that Ness had experienced success in the past, having recorded a record-breaking season with a haul of $3.6 million in gold not long ago. In the same season, we see Parker Schnabel, a 28-year-old miner and one of the largest gold producers in the Yukon, facing a pivotal moment in his career. After a decade of working on land lease from fellow miner Tony Beats, Schnabel's license has expired, forcing him to make a monumental decision. He must choose between playing it safe and downsizing his operation or taking a significant risk by pursuing an opportunity to acquire historically gold-rich virgin ground. Speaking of Tony Beats, known as the King of the Klondike, he continues to thrive with an impressive 40 years in the mining business. Beats, originally a dairy farmer from the Netherlands, is determined to expand the family empire, with his children working alongside him. At the age of 63, he aims to surpass last season's remarkable gold haul of 5,300 ounces, worth an incredible $9 million. Before embarking on this high-stakes season, we had the opportunity to catch up with Ness, who candidly opened up about his comeback and the challenges he faced. Ness explained that he reached a point in his life where he needed to step back and reassess everything. He acknowledged that, like many people, stress had taken a toll on him, and he hadn't been handling it effectively. Reluctant to seek help, he found himself making poor decisions. However, with over a decade invested in the mining industry in terms of time, money, and effort, he couldn't bring himself to abandon it. Determined to continue pursuing his passion, he resolved to do whatever it took to get back into the mining game. In a revealing moment, Ness also shared that Parker Schnabel, who was introduced to the mining business as a teenager, played a significant role in his return. Despite his self-imposed isolation during his time away, Ness hadn't communicated with Parker until spring when he returned to the mining scene. Ness recounted that many had doubted his return, but Parker consistently expressed his belief in Ness's resilience, declaring, "Rick is a survivor. You're going to see him back here." This unwavering support from Parker was deeply touching to Ness, as it reflected the bond they had formed over years of working together, despite their ups and downs.